Liverpool take on Arsenal. Two teams we fully expect will be fighting it out for the title come the end of the season. It kicks off at 4:30. The Arsenal head coach Mikel Arteta is relishing even the challenge his team faces today. Here's what he had to say then ahead of today's big clash.
It is what it is. We have to play them. They are the champions. They are a champion for a reason, because they deserve to be champion. They were the better team last year, the most consistent one, the one that find ways to win in many different ways. And we want to be that team this year. And we need to go to Anfield with that spirit and that conviction.
Yeah, huge game then coming up at 4:30. Yes. Pleased to say joining us to look ahead to a man who certainly knows what it's like to play for both. It is the former Liverpool and Arsenal winger, Jermaine Pennant. Jermaine, how are you? Good morning.
Hi, Jermaine.
Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Tony.
So, Jermaine, first question, who do you like best? Two clubs.
You know what? It's an easy one for me. It's Liverpool.
Oh, well, you look, you had from Notts County, you ended up going to Arsenal and, ended up Liverpool. So tell us, apart from that, tell us what you think of today's game, because we're all like thinking there's not much to separate them, is there? For different reasons. No,
they're very close at the moment, as in they've got both new signings, new players coming in, trying to bed into the team, to the style of play. So it's going to be like a chess match, I think, today. Let's not expect fireworks. It's going to be, you punch, then we punch second. I think it's going to be a close one. It's going to be too close to call. Who's going to win it? I'm sitting on the fence on this one. As the past years, I'm going on a draw. But yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it, when you look at the recruitment that Arsenal have done this summer, Jermaine. If you go back to last season, if they'd lost Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard like they did, and Kai Havertz, there would have been a lot of fans despondent and worried about who could come in to replace them. But you now look at who they've brought in with Eze and Gyökeres, for example, and others too. There's a lot of positive options now with this Arsenal team.
Yeah, if you look at the strength and depth, that's what I think they've strengthened in. Last season, you looked at the bench before, it was they're going to bring on some youngsters, they're going to bring on Trossard, but now if they've got key players injured, they've got strength. They can bring in some top players. Like I said, Eze, if he's going to start, if he's going to bring him on, the Odegaard, the number 10 role on the left, the strength is massive. And I think that's where they've looked to improve, because when you're in all competitions, we've seen over the years, over the teams, we've got the biggest team, the strongest depth, how they are successful. So I think they've not gone for, marquee, massive signings that they've spent well, but they've gone people that they can bring in who can make a difference.
Yeah, and Liverpool are, we know they're going to get goals, Jermaine. That's a given. They're going to score lots of goals this season. But defensively, they, conceding 2 against Bournemouth, conceding 2 against Newcastle. 2 against Newcastle, against 10 men. So Liverpool have not looked as, as decent as we know they should be. Right back position, Szoboszlai playing at right back up in Newcastle. So there's a little bit of concern, I think, with Liverpool fans of how well they'll defend this year.
Absolutely. I think you look at the main pairing is Konate and Van Dijk, and you look at Konate and you think, well, has his head been turned? Is he still with it? Does he still want to really be there? The Real Madrid rumours, the contract issue, he looks a bit off sort. And then on top of that, you've got 2 brand new fullbacks, Frimpong and Kerkez, who are learning the system, are learning the team, their teammates. So at the moment, there's a lot of frailties, absolutely. But the good thing for them is that you score 1, we'll score 2. You score 2, we'll score 3. So that's the only thing at the moment that's getting them out of the jail. But on the long term, you can't go through the season, playing like that. And I'm sure once the games start coming thick and fast, that they will gel, the new players, and the obviously the injuries as well. You got Conor Bradley coming back, so hopefully Marc Guehi joins as well.
Well, I was going to ask you, is that you reckon they have to go for him? They need him?
Absolutely. Because they've only got 2, senior centre backs. If Virgil gets injured, if Konate gets injured, are they going to play there? So for the price tag in this market, in this day and age, Marc Guehi at 40, 40 million is a steal. So they got to go for him. Absolutely. And I'm surprised that other big teams are not, chomping at the bit and signing them up. So I think the noise at the moment is Isak. But me personally, spoken about it before, I think Marc Guehi would be probably one of the most important signings this season.
Interesting. All right. Well, 7 p.m. that deadline tomorrow. We'll find out. Jermaine, thank you.
Cheers, Jermaine.
Pleasure.
That was our look ahead to today's unmissable sporting action with NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day. Find out more at nordvpn.com/talksport.
Weekend Sports Breakfast with Natalie Sawyer and Tony Cascarino. Sunday mornings from 6 on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSport app and on your smart speaker. TalkSport.